Overnight.
Welcome everybody to the zoning board of review, November 20th meeting. I'd like to request roll call here. Mr. DiMartino can lead off.
Paul Lorenzo, present.
Sue Horwitz, present.
Andrew Kelly, present.
Eric Raposa, chairman, is present. Welcome everybody. Next item on the agenda we have this evening are the approval of the September 18th minutes as well as the approval of the October 16th. I guess we'll take them one at a time. Can I get a second to approve the September 18th meeting minutes?
Approved, seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
October 16th. Can I get a second? All in favor?
Aye.
First item on the agenda would be David Martland, applicant for Piro, Leno, and Nastela. Excuse my pronunciation of this, but Babo, owners of property located at 0 Prince Henry Avenue, tax assessor map 68, lot 3G, seeking a dimensional modification to build a new dwelling located within the front setback. This petition has been approved administratively, so we don't really need to go any further with this. Just a formality to kind of read it off. So moving along, the next petition, we have Grant Amsterdam, applicant and owner for property located at 72 Camara Drive, tax assessor map 18, lot 81. Looking to build a 192 square foot shed located in the side yard, encroaching into the side front and rear setbacks. Anybody like to approach? Come on up. Welcome. State your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Grant Amsterdam. I live at 72 Camara Drive. The light is on.
Lights on. Okay, tell us
All right.
what you need to do.
So I'm trying to replace the shed that was in my yard. The old one was rotted and fell down. The lot is an odd corner lot with virtually no backyard. So I'm requesting a variance to the ordinance that says I have to build in my backyard because I don't have one. Also, trying to maximize the usable space of my yard. So putting the new shed towards the south end of the lot, where the lot gets skinny. So I'm requesting a variance to the front, rear, and side setbacks.
Okay, thank you. Pretty straightforward to me. I don't really have any questions. Did you guys, anyone from the board have questions? I can see it's kind of a tight lot, unique situation where you've got a few factors,
Yes, sir.
septic, leach field, tank, shape of the lot kind of restricts you to, in my opinion, that being probably the most suitable spot for a shed on the property. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys if you have any other
I just have
questions.
one
Sure.
question. The building materials, do you have any elevations or pictures of what it is that the shed's gonna look like?
Excuse me, I don't with me. It's going to be a standard wood kit shed from Home Depot on a concrete pad. It'll be painted to match the house.
You can't.
And
Go ahead.
are you okay?
No, I'm good. I just,
The letter of support, is that your immediate neighbor in lot 7? Sean McKinney?
I believe he's 2 lots down. There is none. It will be, I mean, relatively close to the property line, obviously, which is why I'm here. But in talking with the Buckleys, they do not mind. They support the project.
Right, the butters interested parties wish to speak? Anyone online? No. No, okay. I guess I asked if anyone would like to make a motion.
Sure. I'd like to make a motion to approve. I think based on like your neighbors, where you're putting that shed, there's trees right behind it, so it's not directly in front of your neighbor's house. No one's gonna see it. It looks like a little empty space. I think you took as much into consideration as possible. And I think I'd take a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made to and seconded for this. Any other discussion? Chair makes a motion to approve. Sorry, it's the wrong day.
Asks for a motion.
Ask for a motion to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against? Yay. What, did I skip something?
It's fine, but you probably should ask somebody else to make the motion and then let them second it.
Didn't he make the motion?
Oh, he did. Oh, I'm sorry. I was, right, forget it.
Bull eagle eye over there.
They're making a motion, so I got confused.
So you've been approved unanimously.
Excellent. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
The double motion.
Ready to go over there? Next item on the agenda tonight, we have Ralph McCluskey. Property located 70 Bayview Ave, tax assessor map 6 lot 39. Applicant seeks a special use permit and a dimensional variance to build an addition to a non-conforming structure in a residential zone located in setbacks. Well,
Thanks. Hi.
just name and just for the record, please.
Sure. Ralph McCluskey, 70 Bayview Avenue.
Okay. So what you're looking to do, I see a petition here to second design, what's,
Sure. Basically just trying to bring back and restore a 1925 cottage that I want to move in with my wife and 3 kids. And it's I didn't want to demo it and build a new structure. I like it as it is, but just was looking for more square footage for a couple more bedrooms. And it seemed that the way to keep the true character of the house was just going up over an existing garage. So that's what I'm proposing. There's a teeny little bit of extra interior space added in the expanded breezeway, but the goal was to keep it pretty much as is. I mean, the siding, windows, it's in pretty rough shape, so it would be doing the entire exterior as well. But yeah, no, we love it. Trying to keep yard space. Didn't want to expand on the other side. Don't think it impacts any views, but it's within the side setback, so that's why I'm here.
yes, any questions off the bat from the board?
Is there an existing garage that's already in the setback and you're just building over it?
It is, yeah.
Okay. It's in the garage. What's this going? We Google map it now?
No, no worries.
We just wanted to clarify something.
Sure, absolutely. No,
I apologize for
no
that.
worries. No worries.
So let me ask you, so this is gonna be your primary residence,
Yes.
not for rental?
No, 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 no.
I remember this house, I used to live up the road.
Really?
In it, yes. Cool.
Where did you
Yeah.
get those from?
So the reason why we're, is we're intensifying, I guess, so to clarify the, David report, we're intensifying the use of the garage. Meeting non-conforming, but we're increasing the square footage of it. These, also new.
Sure.
So anything, non-conforming that's being.
Oh, I know. When I was on the zoning board of appeals in West Springfield, Massachusetts. Yeah, well, this is what's known as an extension of a pre-existing non-conforming structure, and as long as there's no substantial derogation to the neighborhood, it ought to be granted, and that's how I feel. But I am not voting on this because I'm the alternate member in the final.
Yeah.
But thank you.
I don't know. Microphone, for sure.
I don't care, microphone.
So, you guys have any questions on it? I just got taught a lesson tonight.
Sorry.
That's great.
I was concerned, to be honest, that it would be like maybe short-term rental or something, but I can see your staircase is, you can't really separate private to, it can't be separated for short-term rental really, because your staircase is part of the main space.
No, there's absolutely no intent to rent any bit of it ever.
No, I think it's a great design. It's in keeping with the original structure. Yes, I guess we'll ask for butters or interested parties.
Mr. Hitchin, if you're there, you can unmute. Are you there?
You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, James Hitchin, 82 Bayview Avenue. I'm just curious about when I looked at the special use permit and dimension variance that was submitted to you, that the setback is, it's 1 foot 9 inches from the property line. On the sheet that was given to me, it said that the side yard variance is 9 foot. It's a 12-foot variance, meaning it's supposed to be 12 feet, and he's asking for 9 feet. However, it's actually 10 feet 3 inches. If my math is correct, if it's only 1 foot 9 inches from the property line, it seems to me it's not a 9-foot variance he wants 10 foot 3 inches. Is that correct?
Which one are you referring to?
I'm referring to a site. The picture on my PDF is a site. And the shows the dimensions of the building to be 1 foot 9 inches from the side variance, which is his variance of what he wants. But with Ralph wants. There's an existing garage 2 feet from that. So the line, he's 1 foot 9 inches from the property line on the garage. Can you see that on the PDF? I mean, on the site plan?
Yep, yep.
That's pretty close.
Footprint, yeah. That's the existing, yes.
But my question is, why would it be, he's asking 9 foot, why wouldn't it be 10 feet, 3 inches?
That could have been an oversight.
Well, it's a serious oversight. It's something that you should be looking at. I think.
That's 9 feet? So it's still is the distance off the property line still 1 foot 9?
Yeah.
But the ask is not 9 feet, it's 10 feet, say, right?
Yeah.
So it's the increased. And this is the existing garage, right? We're not knocking anything down, moving anything, or increasing the
No.
footprint of anything besides the what's between it, so to speak, right?
Was it the math, Aaron, of it being an undersized lot? So instead of being the full side setback, it's manipulated to be, I mean, it's just
12
kind of-
feet.
Well, the setback would be 10 feet,
Right.
right? Because
10.
It's an
I thought it was
R20.
12 on the, excuse me, on the plan, it says it's 12 feet.
Right, on the plan it says it's 12 feet, but it is a 14,430 square foot lot. So because it's undersized in an R20 zone, it would take the next zone underneath that, which is R10, which is 20 front, 20 rear, and 10 sides. That's why it's the way it is.
Oh, well, why wouldn't that be on the plan from the architect, excuse me, from the surveyor?
These
Why
are
would-
these are new regulations that not many that people are still getting used to.
Including
they're-
a butter.
Yeah, they're passed by state law a couple years ago.
Okay. And the reason why it's going to be on this side instead of the 55 feet that's available on the other side is because of, if I could just hear what Ralph wants to say about that.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. It's just because it's existing. So rather than building an entirely new structure on the other side, it just seemed, after looking at a number of different ways of trying to get, a couple more bedrooms, the easiest route to take. One, it's there. 2, there were no, windows on that side, on the north side of that structure. And why I dropped off a copy of the plans in your mailbox. So happy to chat with you about it, if you had any questions or concerns about it. So I didn't think you did, and maybe you don't, but been trying to keep the lines of communication absolutely as open as possible.
Not a problem at all. The problem that I have is that when I got the plans and saw how close it was to the property line, it was a little bit of a problem about me trying to figure out, I didn't realize it was 10 feet now instead of 12 feet.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm assuming it was surveyed correctly? Am I correct in saying it's surveyed by a surveyor?
Yeah, Todd Chaplin at Mount Hope Engineering.
Okay, there's nothing on the plan that says that there's no certificate or anything on it. That's what I just wanted to know.
Did I submit that separately, Aaron?
There's no survey on the list of drawings uploaded that I can see.
Is this the one with the CAD file?
Do you have a copy of the survey here?
Let me Pretty sure I submitted that, Aaron, the first go around.
I don't have it.
Okay. Because I know that was a requirement of the application.
I might chime in. I think what would be helpful is just to have and not to be a stickler, but to try to understand both sides of this, is that, just have some documentation with the survey noting the current corner of the garage, both corners of the garage from the property line. That way it can be checked later on, assuming that house is, being in it, it's pretty old, and that I suspect the garage would come down because it can not support a second floor, because it's probably not on a rat slab, which is not structurally capable of holding that. So my thought is to, if anything, protect, work with both parties and protect Mr. Hitchin in noting where it is, and make sure that there's no gray area as far as how it would possibly encroach, because we all know, that can happen. And when something's already in the ground, it's tough to take it out of the ground. So I think, protecting the neighbor, not to say Mr. McCluskey's doing anything wrong. I just think it would be helpful to have the survey with the existing conditions noted on it. And if you have that, it would be great to submit to us.
So the applicant, the architect used the survey to make this drawing.
But, good.
I think the discrepancy is the way the law has changed back and forth over the past 2 years. It used to be in direct proportion of the substandardness of the lot. So that could be why it says 12.
But my question is not with what the new code is or the 12 feet is just properly identifying. I've worked on numerous projects. So you can say that, including submissions to CRMC, and they would grab an existing plan that is not current, is not within the, certain zones, and all of a sudden you're on the fence of 2 zones, right? So I think is getting the most current, survey and noting the current locations off the property, not just pulling that off somebody else's plot plan and saying, oh, I didn't realize that was X old or that wasn't right, So if we have Todd's plot plan, we can note.
I think it would reflect
dimensions. Is that correct? You understand what I'm saying?
I think the survey would reflect 12 feet because it could be a different interpretation. And
So Todd's survey would.
it's pretty well known. It's not incorrect, but the distances between the lot line and the structure is not incorrect. The setback line could be, it says here 12, it is 10, but it could be going by last year's legislation.
Yeah, no, that wasn't my kind of overall thought. I guess it was like, this is not the current plan. The architect drew this on. Is that Todd's plan he drew it on? All right, so. All right, I was just trying to make sure we cover our bases.
Yeah. No. I mean, so Todd came
I'm just trying to mitigate,
I understand.
Because it's existing, I think it's not as, I understand, like, if what would be preferable is to get the actual survey that locates the garage.
I think that's what
property line.
my point was, is that if that's.
But it's like, when whatever the difference is, we may be talking inches, we're not talking about feet.
Yeah.
And what we're approving is that it's lining up over the existing garage.
Correct.
So it's not, so.
As long as it's not close.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, ideally, I think would it be nice to have the survey and have that located in the ideal world?
I mean, this for all intents and purposes is the survey that Greg Yolanis, the architect, just overlaid his plans on top of it.
But it's.
So that 1 foot 9 inches came from the survey, not from the architect.
Time, and I mean, it's easy to get it distorted. I mean.
Okay.
Can I ask
Ralph?
I have a survey.
I do. I mean, I've got a digital copy and I've got it on my
So
On
you
my
can
office.
condition the approval on delivery of the survey to Aaron prior to
Okay.
issuance.
So,
Perfect.
so I think, yeah, we can conditionally do that. Mr. Hitch, do you have any, I didn't mean,
Yeah, I wanted just to say that the reason why I'm saying this is because the portion of the garage, the existing garage on the property, is not parallel to the survey line. So the side which would be unfortunately it doesn't say, it would be the side that would be toward the water, which is, I would say, the north side, is closer to the property line than where the sign, the 1.9 foot is located on this paper that I have. And I want to just make sure that I'm going to say the back portion of the garage, which would be the north side of the garage, toward the water, appears not to be parallel to the front of it and might be closer to the line than what one thinks. It's very close. I mean, we're only talking about at the top, 1 foot 9 inches. At the north portion, I want to make sure that it's on his property. Do you see what I'm saying on that? Excuse me. I don't mean to
Yeah,
beat a dead horse on it.
I understand. I can see what you're saying. Can you see that this line is not parallel to that line? So in fact, that point is going to be less than 1 foot 9.
so we're
I think it's
asking
drawn
more.
wrong. Either this has been drawn wrong. Can we show you what we're talking about?
Sure. I mean, I think I've got it right here.
Okay, you can see that it's not exactly parallel, and what has been dimensioned is, and I think we're talking about inches, I don't think it's, but.
It might be fine.
Saying is the rear part of the garage is actually closer to the property line than the front part of the garage. The way it's been drawn, it's not been drawn parallel. Now, maybe that's the way it was drafted. We don't know that.
But either way, the corner of the garage is still on my lot. It doesn't.
We don't know that, Ralph. That's what I'm trying to make sure that it's true. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that it is on your property, and not that there's any problem with it, but it would be terrible if it wasn't.
What is,
I think the survey would show that it's on the applicant's property.
I think that's, to me, I can see that, but it's the amount of the variance that may change. That's what there's no ways this is off by that amount, that it wouldn't be on their property.
you're saying it could be like, 1 foot 3,
It
1
could
foot
be,
2.
it could be. And I don't know
I
that.
think it's less than that.
It'd
I
be
think it
nice
might
to
be.
have the survey, a real survey, the stamp survey.
I'm sure Todd has it.
When we say what you suggested is it's.
Well, I think I think I would almost suggest that you leave it to the applicant because it's really his risk, right? He's asked for a certain variance here. And if he delivers the survey to Aaron and then Aaron reviews that and finds out that, well, no, it's an additional 6 inches on that corner, then his variance is not sufficient to allow him to get a building permit. So if he's wrong, he has to come back to us and ask for whatever the difference is. If he's right, then no harm, no foul, and he gets to go ahead. But does that make sense? I don't think it's a risk to the town to approve it as long as it's conditioned on the survey delivery and Aaron has the ability to verify that in the field.
Well, see, but we're kind of understanding that it's already not, if if we're getting technical, the ask is even more than the 1 foot 9, because the closer point, according to the plan that we have on hand, is the rear of the garage, which, without having the survey, shows that the ask is then 1.8, 1.7, 1.6, 1.5. What is the, right? It goes to the widest point. So we already know so we already know that this is not what you were asking for.
Well, I think,
He asked for 9 feet, right?
No. We're saying we're based on the 1'9", right? If we're getting technical, I'm not, you know, if we're asking based on the 1'9", and by looking at the picture, that garage isn't parallel to the property line, I think that's what she said. Which, whatever, it's still on your property, right? So we still say, okay, it's basically you're building on something that's already there. But if, in your comment, if we approve based on 1'9", and then the rear of the garage is 1'4", then that voids the building permit because it's not, so we just go deeper into the rabbit hole of, if this is an incorrect.
If it is incorrect, then you're right. The applicant then has to come back and ask for the proper relief because he won't get a building permit without it. But you could certainly condition it upon delivery of a survey that provides the dimension at the rear corner.
Well, but then we have to recalculate your ask because it's not 1'9".
Well, no, yeah, that's right.
It's not
right.
that's not 1'9" and 5/8.
But if it turns out it is, and then Aaron can issue the permit and he can move ahead. If it turns out it's not, and the surveyor can't confirm that for Aaron, then the applicant has to come back and ask again.
Yeah, I mean, to me, you're building on something that's already there. Like I get it, but if now that it's gone down that, if it's not that, then it's technically void.
Yeah, that's right. The approval doesn't get you the building.
Even though if it's there, like we've built stuff like, I want to build something that's already here, like, okay, it's there.
Yeah, that approval would not get him the building.
This could just be a drafting error. I mean, that's the thing, without seeing the survey, it could have been drawn that little bit off, just a drafting error. I don't know that.
And that's why I'm suggesting maybe you just give him the opportunity to sort that out with his surveyor and Aaron, rather than making him come back again, because it may be in fact 1'9".
Fine with that, I think, is there?
Just to be clear, so Todd sent me the CAD, which I then forwarded to the architect. So his shading of the existing structure and whatnot was done by the architect. I don't think he would have manipulated the site plan in terms of where the structure is on the lot. And I don't know if the 1'9" and 5/8", if, how that specific spot was chosen versus the middle of the garage versus the end of the garage or whatever, just to show that it's clearly within, 10 feet. So should I be asking for more relief than what I asked for based on the 1'9"? Should I just ask for more
I
relief?
know what you're saying, because it's the architect could have just
put it there. Unfortunately,
I think we have to, when did Todd perform the survey, or did he just pull a survey?
No.
So I think
His crew came out and did the survey and did a elevation certificate. And,
You got a copy? Are you looking at a copy?
well, that's it. I mean, this is exactly what he sent, and Greg just put,
So I think the helpful thing to do is say, Todd, can you go out there and have two guys pin the corner of the house at the property line?
Yeah.
Like when we'll build a house, you'll pin the foundation in the ground, and they're assuming risk for locating the house where it's supposed to be. So they are capable of pinning it professionally, accurately on the survey, so that can kind of put questions to bed, as far as distance. In that now is technicality. Normally we'd say, well, build on it, it's already there, right? So it's not a matter of me saying it doesn't
if I could,
change the fact that it still is where it is. It's just a matter of correcting that.
unfortunately, even if the board was willing to say, well, we'll just give you another 6 inches of approval, right? They can't do that because the legal standard is that you have to be asking for the minimum relief necessary in order to achieve the goal of your build. And so they can't just say, well, you get an extra foot, that unfortunately wouldn't pass legal muster.
right. But I just want to understand Jim's concern, because whether it's 1'9" or whether it's 1'3", what's the difference in terms
As
of?
long as it's, as long as it's appropriate on your property line, it's not a problem. It's just that it seems to me that if it had a Class 1 surveyor certificate on it, I would be very happy to say that it looks fine because it's going to be on your property. But I have to make sure that it is, and I don't see that. So my honest opinion would be, if you had a continuance, after you get the class 1 survey to know the exact measurements that you want for the variance, then that would be appropriate.
Okay. Well, I have that survey. That's what, I mean, I guess I should have submitted both, even though this is redundant
Yes, I think
to
it should have been.
odds. Then,
Well, it's only because it doesn't look, quite honestly, like official. It just looks like it's plotted onto it, and I won't say willy-nilly, but it doesn't look official based on the fact of what I see. And I want to make sure that it's on your property, which I'm sure that
Okay.
it is, because it's been there for a long time. So
Right.
I don't think there is a problem. But if it's not the right variance, you're going through a whole thing again. You're going to have to do it again. So you might as well do the right variance and get it done once.
okay, well, I have the,
I think if we, like we discussed already, if we approve it, he sends a site plan and it's not what it is, he's gonna have to come back. But if
Yeah,
we
why
approve
do
it and it is what it is,
Well, why do that?
so that he doesn't have to return.
If Mr. McCluskey can make that call. I think normally if this didn't come up, we probably wouldn't have gone that deep into it, right? And now that, it's been discussed, I think.
I think it's important, it's the rear corner of the garage that needs to be pinned and dimensioned, not the front,
Do both.
or both
I
of
mean,
them.
you're there, you're
Then
not
you
just.
can really, and then we'll know exactly what those two.
Well, if you look at the, all right, let's see here. A2.2, it looks like there's an extension onto the back of the garage, like kind of a lean-to. And I think that's where we're seeing a closer corner, back corner, than the existing. Right there.
You're looking at the elevation. That corner can't be closer than, well, that's.
So there's additional building on the back of the existing structure.
Well, that doesn't,
This is proposed,
Yes,
so it's not there. That's not.
I
there.
know. So it's closer than it is now.
Yeah,
To that
if it's
back
at
corner.
an angle, it's gonna be even.
Exactly.
But that additional structure, that's not actually on the garage,
no,
that's in the
that has
center.
nothing to do with it, garage.
Oh,
There's
that's in the
nothing wrong
center.
with that.
That's the mudroom or the stairwell.
Oh, that's, okay, so that's in the
Yeah.
middle of the house, okay.
I just, at
It
this,
looked,
at
from
this-
there, it looked different.
At this point, at this point, I think, every time we come, I learn something new and you get down a different path, but I think it's in your hands, to say, I'm gonna go with this or not, and honestly, I didn't realize, how deep perfect it had to be, maybe within an inch or something, but I think for the sake of the neighbor bringing up the point, it would probably be in the best interest to at least pin the two corners of the garage, and that would hopefully, satisfy him. And if there's any other, do you have any other concerns, Mr. Hitchin, other than just locating the garage?
No,
I think if that's what it's gonna take, I don't know how to unsee something, so to speak, but
Is there a soffit that needs to be included as well, Aaron?
Overhangs don't matter.
it's drawn as a very minimalized soffit. So
okay.
I think that's the juncture we're at, and I don't know how else to answer it. I mean, I know it seems to be a little tedious, but I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, regardless, Aaron, I'll send you the original CAD for whatever, the original survey from Mount Hope, which was done, this fall, which is, they generated that line, so,
You have it?
If we don't have it with.
well, I mean,
So one other,
I mean, that's what this is. Greg just put Spring Street Studio on it instead of Mount Hope Engineering. It's not, he didn't come up with a whole nother site plan himself.
no, it's.
Right. But for you to see it and for Jim to see it and say, okay, there's a license number on there and whatnot to validate it, then
And essentially,
That's
it
fine.
becomes part of the record, it becomes an insurance policy for the abutters and the town, to say if that surveyor was wrong for any reason. It's their issue to deal with, not yours or ours. So having a stamp
Sure.
survey on record is a good thing.
I think you should have, Mount Hope, just pin that, the two corners of the garage, and then I think we'll know exactly what your, what the variance is gonna be.
Okay. Okay.
Should we ask about timing? Is this a continuance to, when is our next?
January. I mean,
Continuance to the January meeting?
there's no other way to like pull a string and pull.
But we can, I mean, if you want to, we can put a condition, we can vote on it with the condition that it meets that amount, and if it doesn't, then you're gonna have to wait till January.
But I think the motion needs to be changed to include what you just said.
Yeah, so the motion, I'm not very good at all, how to say motions.
It's gonna look great on paper when we do the minutes.
We'll do it approving the 1'9" as the setback, but on the condition that the survey you submit have the corners pinned, and
Okay.
you don't need a larger variance. And if you do, then you're gonna have to come back in January.
Okay.
Does
That's
that make sense?
Very good.
Yep,
Yeah.
Thank you.
we've got it.
So you're making a motion to approve under those conditions?
No, you gotta say that again, so hold on, we gotta do the right.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Actually, we just, and actually, we should close the public comment if we're ready to do that.
Mr. Hitchin, do you have anything else to add to the,
No, not at all.
well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Do you have, Mr. Fussy, anything else to add?
No, I think I know what needs to be done.
I appreciate it. So
Would you like me to restate the motion that Ms. Horowitz just made?
Yes, go ahead.
I believe the motion was to approve this application. And is this, Aaron, is this dimensional and?
Yeah, it's a dimensional and special use permit.
Okay, so we'll do it in two parts, I guess. So with regard to the dimensional variance, as Ms. Horowitz moved to approve this application for dimensional variance conditional upon delivery to the town of a survey identifying lot line distance to the structure at both corners of the side garage, and evidence in that survey that the variance is no greater than the 1'9" approved here tonight.
Well, it's not 1'9", it's 1'9" less 10 feet minus the 1'9", right? So
No.
it's,
No, that number is correct. What the confusion was earlier, I believe, is that it shows 12 feet. So when we do the math, it doesn't.
but you're requesting a variance of 8'3". That's the variance you're requesting. Because 8'3" plus 1'9" is giving you the 10 feet, so
8'3".
thank you.
Isn't it 8, 2 and 5/8? If it's 9, 1, 9 and
3/8. 3.
Okay, so
With that clarification, I think that's, if you have that motion, there a
Yes.
second?
I second it.
So a motion has been made with the condition. I'm not gonna state the condition again. There's no more discussion. All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Gotcha.
You can
And,
approve.
and then we.
Additionally, on that.
Special use permit as well.
That works, sorry for the. Learn something every day.
How do you do the special use?
Where?
Have we voted on?
We have not, no, just the dimensional variance. So the special use permit, I don't believe it doesn't need the same condition. You can
No.
live with the condition on the first part. That'll
Yes,
protect.
yes.
All right, so now
A motion
We
to
make a motion
approve
to
the
approve
special
the
use.
special use
permit in order.
Yes.
we get a second.
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 A motion has been made to approve the special use permit. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Approved again. Thank you. You have a great night. Thanks for coming in. Okay, moving along. Number 3. Luis Campos, Christine DeRaney. Property located at 91 Holliston Avenue, tax assessor map 4, lot 156A. Applicant seeks a dimensional variance to construct a front porch that encroaches 4 feet into the front setback. 4 feet. No way. No, just kidding.
Hi,
Welcome.
my name is Luke Campos, and I'm representing my daughter who owns property at 91 Holliston Avenue. Her name is Christine Rainey. And basically what we're requesting is there's an entryway porch that is existing there. It's 8 feet wide, 4 feet long with 2 steps, which encompasses coming out 6 feet. What we're proposing to do is take that deck, make it 16 feet wide, and come out an additional 2 feet, 8 feet by 6 feet, and extending it with 2 steps, which would take it an additional 2 feet towards the road at Holliston Avenue. So I'm not looking for relief from the left or the right. We meet the setbacks for that. And the total deck would be 16 feet by 6 feet with 2 steps. So which would make it 16 by 8, which it is currently 8 by 6. That's basically what we're proposing to do. And my initial thing, I was a little bit unaware. What I did initially, I measured from the last step to the edge of the road, which was incorrect, which was 27 feet. Now it would make it 25 feet with the additional 2 feet. But I'm seeking relief for the 2 feet, extending that the deck 2 feet and just keeping 2 steps there.
So do you know the distance from your property line to the edge of the pavement? Did you?
It's 27 feet currently. And it's to the edge of the pavement. This would make it 25 feet.
So that isn't necessarily the property line, all right? So
The problem, so
Now,
and you find this a lot where the property line is set back from the edge of the street. So it's not looking like they're right on the edge of the property because there's still distance.
I only mention it so that we get the dimensions right.
So this is a common problem in Common Fence Point. They have a very large right of way in all of those streets. And that's just the way they were made. It appears like he has a lot of front yard, but survey markers say that he does not.
So there's probably a lot of similar situations on that street.
Yes.
So that's another. So any questions, other questions?
Would you be covering the porch or just leaving it open as it
that's gonna
currently
be
is?
open. It's going to be open. It's not covered.
Have you talked to anybody in the neighborhood about it?
Excuse me, sir?
Did you talk to anyone in the neighborhood about your proposal?
Yeah, I talked
What-
to Mr.
what-
Braga, who lives next door, and I've talked to Mr. Cabral across the street, and I forget the lady's name right across. She's a retired school teacher, but I don't know her name.
What was their reaction?
No, they said they had no problem with it.
Good.
Everybody told me they had no problem.
Thanks.
So the variance is for 4 feet.
Yep.
Because of the huge right of way.
All right, anybody else? Letters, interested parties? Anybody online? Okay, anybody up for making another motion?
I make a motion that we,
Mr. Kelly? Plain Tetris?
No,
Go ahead, Paul.
All right. Make me laugh. I make a motion that we approve with the variance that it's been submitted for.
A 4 foot.
12 feet.
second,
There you go, thanks. Motion has been made. We're good with the discussion. Like to put it to vote. All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
I,
All opposed? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Much easier than a 1'9". Okay. Number 4. Alicia Nunes, look for property located at 02828 Ida Avenue, Prudence Island. Tax assessor map 75 lot 25A. Applicant seeks retroactive approval for a special use permit and a dimensional variance for a deck that would be built in the rear setback on a non-conforming structure in a residential zone. Gio, your favorite. Did you brush up since last?
I'm just keeping my mouth shut this time.
Okay, assume this is, anybody like to approach? Is it online?
If there's anyone online for this application, please dial in now.
Come back to that one.
I know we have a butter here for this application, that's all.
Come again?
I know we have a butter here for this application, but
Can we, can you hear in a butter without a visual, I mean, how does that work? Is it just an informal conversation?
I think unfortunately, it's not going to allow the abutter to become part of the record. We have to have the presentation of the petition first. I think it's a practical matter. I hate to make an abutter come back again if it gets continued, but.
So this was built and am I reading that correct? It was built and now we're going backwards here?
yes.
That makes sense.
The butter also submitted a letter as well,
Forgiveness letter?
just a letter.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have to come back to this some form. Time.
We could certainly put it off until the last agenda item is done in case the applicant.
Why don't we do that in fairness?
Comes
to
up.
The others who are here. All right, so we're gonna jump ahead to number 5, Nancy and Glenn Zitka. For property located at 11 Schaefer Drive, tax assessor map 51, lot 255. Applicant seeks dimensional variance to extend a deck in the rear of the dwelling, encroaching at 10.7 feet into the rear setback. We've met our deck capacity, I'm sorry. No more decks to that. Welcome, name and address for the record, please.
Nancy Zitka, 11 Schaefer Drive.
Tell us about your deck.
My house was built in 1990 and our deck is falling apart. It's a pressure-treated wood rotting deck that needs to be replaced. And we have never really used our deck in the back of the house because it's quite narrow to put a decent-sized table and chairs around. We usually sit in the front yard under a red maple tree. So I felt if we were going to spend money to replace our deck and we're going to be using wolf decking, our contractor is here. We're going to have a white railing with a slightly darker than that base on the deck, which kind of matches the color of the current deck. We felt that it would make sense if we're going to spend money to replace the deck anyway, we might as well have it be a usable deck. And I did speak with my neighbors. The only neighbor really in question is the people that are behind us, which faces west. Their house is on Stonegate Drive, and it faces, the back of their house faces Quonset View Farm, where I'm on Schaefer Drive, which is a side street in front of them. And they're really the only house that will be impacted by this. We're very dear friends with our neighbors. I do have and you should have in your records, they did send a text. They're in Virginia visiting family, but they did send a text saying they have no objection to us asking for the ability to bump out our deck 6 feet. The neighbors on our other side are R20, and this doesn't impact them at all. We do also have a berm between us that is on our property that provides, privacy between the two of us anyway. And the property behind us that is R30, that we would be impacting, encroaching into that R30 space by 10 feet, 7 inches. There's lots of vegetation. We have Leland cypress. They have a huge cherry tree and lilacs and everything else. So we can't see them, and they really can't see us as it is now. So anyway, that's where we stand.
So you're just extending it 6 feet the way around, basically.
Yes, we're bumping out the width of it, which is 8 feet now. So it's a long deck. It's off of my kitchen. It's a fairly long deck, but it's a long, narrow deck. So we're just going to extend it out an additional 6 feet from the 8. It'll be 14 feet. Hopefully.
Questions? Sue?
I'm good.
Butters, interested parties?
Just the abutter letter I mentioned, they're in Virginia right now, but it is in the application.
It's sent from an iPhone. It says.
Right, but it was submitted in the application.
Is it notarized?
No, but my survey was. Bada bing.
I think if you don't have any other questions, would we?
Close the
Yeah, we
public.
did the butters piece, what? I did, right?
Yep.
Butters, interested parties, online people, is there nothing else better to do?
So close the public.
Would we like to make a motion?
I'll
Whose
make,
turn is it?
I'll make a motion to approve the application with the reduced setback. Where 30 feet's required, so the applicant is requesting a variance of 10.7 feet of variance is being requested.
Second.
Second.
Thank you.
You know, discussion before we take the vote. Chair would like to call a vote, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate your consideration.
have a great night.
Thank you.
You done?
There's nothing else?
One housekeeping thing, there's not going to be a December meeting. There will be a January meeting.
The other one online, we going back to that or no?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Nothing?
There's no activity.
Cheeto?
I would
Continue?
suggest continuing it to the January meeting.
So make a motion to continue, how do I,
Yeah, move to continue item 4 to the January meeting.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Or,
You can allow that, Mr. Chairman, if you don't have objection from your board, if you.
well, in all fairness, I think he came here tonight, the other petitioner just did a no-show, so I think,
Before
Come
you
on.
listen to the abutter, who seconded that last continue?
that?
Mr. Lorenzo.
Thank you.
oh, sorry.
No, okay.
Thanks for letting me just have a moment. Appreciate all you guys. I know you're all volunteers.
No, if you should state his name for the record and all that.
I'm Chris Kerwin, and I am the abutter
Can I
to.
have your address as well?
Yes, my home address is 10 Harrison Avenue in Newport. I'm here because of the property at 028 Etta Avenue on Prudence Avenue, Prudence Island. And I am the abutter at 023 Madison Avenue. I am the direct abutter. I front their entire south side. I've not met Ms. Nunez, and I really don't object to what she has purchased from the gentleman who created this problem. I contacted the building official, Matt Kent, at the time it happened and asked why I hadn't been notified. Again, I don't really have an objection. I just had some conditions I wanted to see put in place. I'm concerned that I'll have to come back again and there'll be another no-show. So I'm not sure what the process will be to contact her, so I don't have to make this appearance once again. That's my only thing I had to say about it. I don't mind coming out, and I do look forward to meeting Ms. Nunez, but I don't want to continue to come and not have my time wasted.
It's not the worst way to spend your Thursday.
Well, there are no Patriots, Celtics, or Bruins, so I'm in good shape. That's why I appreciate all of you guys coming here on your volunteer time, but thank you very much for the moment.
Sure.
And I think
Thanks for coming.
it's probably worth noting that you can submit, if you have some requests, for
You
conditions. or
could submit them, so if you're not able to come, we have on the record.
I had submitted an email. And they're very simple requests. They're, in fact, the owner who had built the property before he sold it to Miss Nunez, I had a discussion with him about it. And there's such minor requests that he had no objection to it whatsoever. But then he sold the property, so that's why I'm here.
All right.
All right, so I'll, January. Thank you.
Mr. Kerwin, you can just contact me. We can talk. We get in touch with the applicant.
All right, good. I've been over there several times. We've missed each other on numerous occasions. That's the way it works.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. We're good?
Yeah.
Chair would somebody like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Motion's made to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
You laughing at me?
No,
Thought you winked at me.
no.